going on, guys? It's the Vile Thoughts Podcast, episode 12, with my very special guest, one of my best friends, Scott Hyland.
Thank you for having me, Wes. Good morning.
Good morning, bro.
How you doing?
Why would you say good morning?
I don't know. Good afternoon.
Oh, no, I thought it was because I looked tired as shit because you just came
Just
over.
woke up just like napping all day. Must be the life.
Straight murked. Nah, I mean, I did. I did work 7 to 3, and I come home and have a little power nap, if you will. And Scott came over. I took a quick power nap, woke up, chugged a little coffee. Scott was at the door. He knew I looked tired. Now we're about to go to open mic in a little bit.
I would have went home, but I would have done the exact same thing. Took a nap, but I just suck it up, come here instantly to avoid the nap. When I went home, sat down for 2 seconds. I would not get up. Obviously, working sucks.
Yeah.
So what do you
I know. Thanks.
what are you doing at work?
I don't talk about work at all on this podcast.
Okay.
I'm not trying to
Yeah,
be
me
a
either.
fucking dickwheat. You know
No,
what I mean?
me
But, like, I always actually, dude, it's funny. Like, you know, the one I showed you, the podcast. I think it was episode 6 we did at the Haldeman Mansion. The Haunted Mansion. That's my buddy from work. He's cool, John, the guy who wrote the book, the author.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's weird, like I like people watching my podcast, but I don't talk about work on my podcast. I can talk about it. I don't talk about my job though.
Yeah,
but,
you gotta keep it professional.
Keep professional. And also at work, he'll try to, like, I tell him, like, yo, John, don't talk about that episode. John's cool, like I said, but he wants to tell everybody at work. I tell him not to. I'm like, I told you, don't talk about it. Blah blah blah. I know they know about it, and like a couple of the workers that are younger, like I know they like it and it's cool, but I just don't.
They probably want to start their own podcast.
It's not even that. I just don't like the attention at work because I almost get awkward inside. Like I get like an awkward. I don't like to like.
Mine.
Yeah, podcast. It's.
No.
I like talking about my friends, but it's almost like semi embarrassed, but also just a socially anxiety. Like, I don't want to fucking. I don't like the attention at work. I never.
Yeah, you want to keep it.
You know what I mean?
Keep it as it is.
So like, this is a perfect example. What happened? I came to work, and he had on my desk. The guy that was in the episode. He drew a comic of Darth Vader holding a phone. Like, it was a nice picture, but it had like a little speech bubble, and it said, "Check out Vile Thoughts Podcast episode 6." In the speech bubble, and like I'm at work at my desk, I didn't even see it. And one of the guys I work with, Ishan, was like, "Vile Thoughts Podcast episode 6," and I was like, "You seen that episode?" I'm like, "You watch my podcast?" And he was like, "No," and he pointed to the wall, and I saw that.
Ding!
The Darth Vader
In your face.
And I was like, "What the?" And I was like, so then you know what I did? Like, it was a speech bubble on like a white paper.
That's nice that he did that.
And it was a cool comic.
Yeah.
So I took white duct tape, just as big enough as a speech bubble, put white duct tape over it, and made a default message with Sharpie and said, "Join the dark side." Like
Yeah.
how depressing, but like, so now it's
You
just
had
like,
to. You had to do
join the
it.
dark. It says like,
Cover up the evidence.
yeah. Damn, I need to take a picture of that and put it on. You know, I definitely will actually. I'll take a picture before, because I'll probably end up posting this like tomorrow. So when I go to work tomorrow, I'll take a picture. So when the podcast is posted, as we talk, you'll see the actual picture.
Is he an older guy who drew it?
Yeah, you saw the remember
The guy
I
who
showed
wrote the
episode?
book.
The guy who wrote the book. He's older.
Okay. Oh yeah, he probably loves it.
He loves it. You're the man, John. I know you watch all these, and this is also which is great because like the other day I was at work and he'll say like little jokes from my podcast that I don't even remember, which just shows he watches my shit. Like my friend.
That's a true fan.
Yeah.
Gotta represent.
So like my friend Bailey that lives across the street, I did one with him outside Rudy's house, and he talked about something called a waddy. A waddy is like they call water bottles, like a water bottle full of like alcohol, waddy, which I never called it.
Okay.
I never called that anyway.
I never heard of that,
Basically,
but
Bailey,
makes sense.
Basically, to make long story short, Bailey would sell water bottles of alcohol at school when he was in high school.
Yeah, buy a bottle of like Vladimir.
Yeah, and they would call it
Vladdy.
waddy, like, yo, let me get a waddy.
Fill up a cup.
Yeah.
You make a profit.
Yeah, so he called them waddies, and then what he would do at the end, people, you know, $10-15 a bottle. At the end, he would have all these empty bottles, but there's like this much alcohol in each one. He would mix all these different alcohols in one, and he would call that one. He'd be like, "Yo, I ran out of waddies, but I got the Bailey's brew, because his name's Bailey." So Bailey's brew is just like
a mix of everything.
But anyway, the other day, John, guy who's on episode 6, at work, he goes, yeah, Wadi. And I was like, what's a Wadi, John? I'm like, John, what the fuck's a Wadi? And he was like, you don't remember Wadis? I'm like, no, dude. And he was like, episode 6 to Bailey's, bro.
Episode 6, third
Yeah,
minute.
and I was like, dude, you know that? And like,
Shout out.
there's Psycho upstairs to talk about, psychopath.
Yeah.
Tim.
Weird.
Yeah, him. I was like, talk about him at work, and then he was like, who, Tim? And I was like, how do you know Tim? And he was like, because I watch your stupid podcast.
He knows your life
Yeah, I'm like, he's like,
better than you.
watch your stupid podcast. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude,
Wadi.
I could tell you about this dude. So, like, I always talk about this fucking guy every time. But anyway, apparently, Rudy calls me. He's like, yo, because he waves to everybody. One of Rudy's friends saw him. If you're just watching this dude upstairs is fucking weird as shit, and he waves to everybody. And anyway, it's almost like the dude from Of Mice and Men, Lenny.
Yeah.
Giant, but he's like, he could kill somebody probably. But anyway, apparently he like like took this girl, was like, this guy, he waved to me, and then Rudy called me and said, yo, my friend waved to your neighbor, and she got all freaked out because she said when she was little he tried to take her out of a shopping cart.
That guy.
Like apparently a lot of people know him from Westchester. He's like a local
Notorious.
here. But if you talk to him, you'll feel bad for him and think he's like retarded. But anyway, so then I'm like, this motherfucker, I got a kid. Like, he never did anything. But he tries to be nice. He like knocks on the door. But anyway, I started getting that in my head, and he knocked up the other day. Blah blah. And I was like, what's going on? Blah blah. How's it going? I was like, everything's good. He's like, how's the little guy doing? And then I lost it.
Cringe.
Yeah, I lost it, and I was like, why are you asking about him? It was me being like a dad, Papa Bear. He's like, how's the little guy doing? I was like,
did you get like adrenaline?
yeah. And then I was like, why are you asking about him? And then he instantly was like, no, I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. He talks like this, everything's okay. Almost like he's deaf. Like he's not though, but he sounds like. But anyway, and like, cause one time I felt bad for him. He knocked up on my house and was like, I lost my phone. Can I leave a message for my dad? And when I listened to him leave his message to his dad on my phone, I felt so bad for him. He's like, hey Dad, I'm here with my roommate Wes, my roommate, and he fucking lives upstairs. And he was like,
Dang.
I think I lost my phone. It's either in your car or at the diner. So I felt bad, and it was like the longest fucking simple message. Then I was like, yo, and I was like, here, Ram's Head Diner. I call. Oh, you guys got a phone? Okay, here, Tim, I'll drive you. Talking about everything was good. And then after that, like, he started trying to ask for rides, and I'm like, I can't, like, I had my work.
Give an inch,
I had my work truck, and I'm like, I can't. But, and then, the other day before Tara and Coda left for a week, my girlfriend and my son are away for a week visiting her family in Central PA. But, like, I came back on my lunch break just to say bye. And then as soon as I came up the door, he runs out.
He's right there.
Hey, Wes, where are you going to? Are you going in town? Can I ride? And I was like, and I later was like, dude, I'm having lunch with my family because they're about to leave, and then I'm going to go back to work. He was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then another time, I go outside just to take Coda to the park. And as soon as I open the door, it's like,
he's like right there.
It's his window. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's like, yo, I go to work in the morning. She's open the door. Hey, how you doing? And one time I just like ignored him. I just put headphones in. I'm like,
oh my god.
And then later I saw him. He was like, I said hi to you, and I was like, yo, just so you know, like in the morning I just go, dude.
You're in go mode.
I'm just go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what I said, I think you heard me. I walk out and he goes, hey, Wes, are you going? I'm putting Coda in the car. He's like, are you going to in town? And I was like, Jesus fucking. You heard me under my breath. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm trying to have father-son time, dude. I'm trying to have father-son time.
Just give me a break. Can I get a freaking second, dude?
That was such a long tangent, but I knew you would like. I just had to like quickly dump that.
You walk
on
outside.
I'm like, yo, literally, yo. And here's the fucked up thing because
This
like
guy.
at my door, his bedroom.
I wonder
is
what
above
he
it.
does all day.
He does a random landscaping like once in a while.
Like, what does he do all day?
Once like a month, you'll
Just
see him
hang?
like hedging trim or something. I don't know if that's the right fucking word, dude. I'm like sweating from the fucking
Cutting hedges.
hedging, dude.
Yeah, it's a little steamy.
I'm getting like so heated about this. When I watch this, it's gonna be like,
Smoke.
oh man. But anyway, Scotty, like you know, I always say nicknames. Scott Highland. I used to call him Highland Nation, and then gradually it gets cut short. Highland Nation, no breathing originally, and then Highland Nation, and then Nation. I already said, and then Nash. So now it's just Nash.
That was my nickname in sports in high school.
Yeah.
I've had many nicknames. Scott's an easy one to give nicknames to.
Yeah.
So I just whatever you come up with, I respond. don't care.
I mean, in terms of
I have a self-created one, Scooter McGavin.
yeah, I love that.
So
one.
that's from Happy Gilmore, Shooter
Yeah.
McGavin. So I just incorporated myself, Scooter McGavin. So that's self-given, but
Mhm. Speaking of Scooter McGavin, your Instagram he created, talk about what happened. Like I guess it was last year about how the Russians, talk about pretty much Russians hacked his Instagram. But give me the whole rundown of how you felt when you realized and what was going on.
okay. So I get a text from one of my friends. They sent me or I tried to go on Instagram, and I was talking to my friend, and I texted her and said, "Hey, look at my Instagram, like just to see if everything's okay." Because I try to log in, doesn't let me log in, and she's like, "It's really weird. Like, there's a different name," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And it was Bassett and some numbers. So I'm like, "What is going on?"
BASSETT
ETT, yeah.
with some numbers.
Some numbers. So I'm like trying to log in, and at this moment, I'm starting to I'm like, "Oh, did I forget my password? Did I update something like that?"
Yeah.
And then I try to recover my email, and it's not recognizing.
Did she send you
So
a picture of what it looked
She
like?
sent me a screenshot, and it was my page. It was all my pictures, like the front where you see all the little squares, and it said Bassett. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is starting to freak me out a little
Yeah.
bit because I'm like just alone, like chilling in bed, and I have no control over it.
Yeah.
The internet is like a huge entity. You can't. It's just freaky. So
Yeah.
So I'm talking to Wes, and I'm like, "Yo, look at my Instagram right now, please."
And I was actually on my way home from California. I was moving back. I think I was in Texas when he told me.
And so it's Bassett.
I screenshot. I'm like, it says Bassett.
At this moment, it's like when you get like tunnel vision, and
Yeah.
you're just like, and you feel,
You hear that?
dude, we're gonna get murked,
No, he's taking out the.
dude. So we'll wait. So
Watch this. Watch this.
the guy's outside right now. Are we clear?
He's taking out the trash.
He's doing a recon mission.
He's taking out the trash, but I was gonna say thanks, but that's what we do. Like, he'll take my trash out. I'll take his trash out too. I was gonna be like, give him some of his own medicine. Be like, hey, I don't worry about the window. But sorry, continue back to like. That's what he does. Though. Like I told you, his bedroom's above there.
You guys share
So it's like,
share duties.
because he took off my trash every time. But he takes everyone's fucking trash out. He scares the college girls.
Just
They're
want-
like, hi, yeah.
He wants to stay involved.
It's like almost a year now. This month, like he moved here in the fall, but now like first it's like I'm super nice, and now I'm just like,
Over
it's
it.
almost like what about Bob? You see what about Bob?
No.
Oh, it's a Bill Murray movie, whatever.
Okay.
But
You're just like over it.
I wanted to quickly say like I park over there, and you can see the window up there.
Yeah.
I got to a point when like every time I would just go up, he would be I would like look up at the window, and he'll be waving, and like imagine just looking up like pulling you looking up like this, you're like. And just there.
He sees you too.
But like fuck. All right. Anyway,
So
back to Bassett. Sorry, dude.
So no, it's cool. So I get that like tunnel vision feeling, and then so I try to recover my password. So I click like whatever, like forgot username password, and so I like did, and it brought up this email, and it says all these little like asterisks, like the little stars, and it's like .ru. Like it's like at like something .ru. So I go on Google and I look up what .ru means because that's like the .com. I'm like doing research behind the scenes, and it's like a Russian data intelligence like website.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what that was about,
But it's definitely something Russian.
but it was .ru, and that URL like ending or whatever is a Russian data intelligence.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, my Instagram got hacked by like this Russian data thing, and like that was the time that Facebook, that whole situation happened, and I got like a message on my Facebook saying like if you receive this message, it means that like some of your data was compromised.
Damn.
Nothing ever came of it. It's been like 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
But that was definitely like a weird experience.
Yeah, dude.
Especially with the whole Russian, like scary, like Russian thing going around.
Yeah.
That was not okay.
Because anyone can just say, "Oh, I got hacked by Russians," but the fact that you actually put in the work and did the research, then you realized it was Russians.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like legit, but
then
from the
actually,
research I did, it's like
I
what
kept
it seemed.
looking at it though. I kept looking at your Instagram,
And it changed.
because first Bassett, I was like, Scott, because first you were worried that it was like one particular human, and then going on your particular thing, looking through your messages,
like trying to
looking through
be
all your
me,
stuff.
yeah.
But I was like, nah, dude, don't worry. Like I said, the name Bassett ... all these numbers sounds like a computer generated default name.
Yeah, not like
whatever.
a created. Yeah.
So then eventually that was actually changed to the Bassett account, which was your original account. Eventually, because I kept looking at it to give you updates, was changed to PC Gaming, and then your account became Thumper, dude. Anyway, your account became a gaming account.
That's the weirdest thing ever. I loved my old Instagram too. And it was just weird to be exposed.
Yeah.
I was out there. Russian, dude.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Russian.
You're the Instagram master though.
Nah. I used to be. Like now I'm low key. Like
Retired.
back when like we were reckless all the time, just like drinking and partying all the time. I used to like when it first came out post like 10 times a day obnoxiously. It's kind of embarrassing to even think about how many times I used to fucking
Dude,
post.
but you had fun though.
But like yeah, no, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah. But like now like my stuff's very family oriented. It's like a picture like my son.
Well, yeah, with Coda around, you're like.
Yeah. So like, now I post every once in a while, and then I'll post on Instagram every time a new episode comes out, or just like the entrance or something like that. Like I'll probably have the entrance of this with a cool song of me and you walking out, just to make people want to watch it. You know, it's funny too. Like, obviously, like only some people like podcasts. It's certain people literally watch it, but in the beginning, like obviously, it's not a shitload of views. But like when I first started a podcast, episode 1 got like 300 views, right? And then like it's funny as shit because like each time my views are going down each one, right? But I remember like telling Tara, I'm like, my views keep going down each episode, and then Tara goes like this, I died. She goes, oh, I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. So like, yo, get this shit. So like, I think in the beginning people get excited,
Just
and then
dagger.
But then I do have like diehards. But first I'm like, yo, I'm glad the 300 of you that watch us. And then I was like, yo, I'm glad for the 200 of you that watch us. And that was the 100. And then like now the last one's like 50. But like at least I have 50 diehards. But now that I said that next one's going to be 25.
Dude, I'm one of those views.
But
I'm
like,
in there.
Yeah. But anyway, it's funny because like, it's kind of depressing. But on my YouTube channel, it shows a graph of the views.
They don't
like
have to do that
and
to
the
you.
graph is like this.
They don't have to do that to you.
I love it though.
They're
But like,
it was
like
exposed
that one from Make Me, I was like, yeah, I'm doing 1 episode a week. And now I'm kind of like, I'm just like,
every now and then.
keep like back burner.
When you muster up enough
burner.
confidence.
But yeah, no, this is perfect because like Tara and my son are away. Scott went to come pick me up. We're going to this open mic, this stand-up thing that we just do. It's fun. But I was like, yo, I'm going to surprise Scott and we're just going to do a podcast.
I think I'm addicted to this lifestyle, I swear. I hope you don't just want me for my lifestyle, I swear. Don't you only fuck me for my lifestyle, I swear. I've been trying to show you for a long time, I care, but you